Today's video, guys, we are watching a vid from the man himself, ViniiTube. It's been a while since on this channel, in general, that I've reacted to one of ViniiTube's cool top lists, and but I've always shown the man respect and things like that. So this should be cool. Today on the video, we're gonna watch a video entitled by him, Top 10 My Hero Academia Team Fights. One thing I love about My Hero is definitely there are a lot of team battles where this character will team up with another character, and we're able to stop the antagonist. So it's always cool to see those quirks just charge up, and it's always cool. So let's check out his list, and I will leave out, I'm gonna, as always, I chop, so I'm gonna leave out the number one, his number one, so you will go to his channel in the link in the description down below to check out what he felt was number one. But other than that, 10-2, here we go. Let's check it out. Now.
Video. Kicking off things at number 10 is Gang Orca's Invasion of the Provisional Hero License Exam. With his appearance and abilities that resemble a killer whale, Orca is a hero who seems very much like a villain, if you don't know him well enough, that is. His imposing physique and hypersonic waves make him a Class A threat. Naturally, he's very convincing as a faux villain during the exam arc. It's a given that Orca will give the students a tough fight, but in this contest, we also get to see Orca's other side, a nurturing figure who's deeply invested in the next batch of heroes and is willing to help them reach their full potential.
I remember this.
We see it in the way he coaxes Todoroki and Inasa mid-battle to put aside their differences, work as a team, and learn to use their highly mismatched quirks in a way that turns them into a formidable attack pair. Since this exam's all about teaching the students to prioritize what's most important, even in the midst of battle, Gang Orca seems to be the perfect choice to mentor the young heroes.
Oh yeah, I remember it.
One of the highlights of Season 5, this matchup gives Bakugo the character development that he's deserved for a while. Finding himself in the unlikely position of team leader, the explosive hero in training proves everyone wrong by excelling in this role. He shows keen intelligence, the ability to come up with smart battle tactics, effectively uses his teammates' strengths, and builds a dream team. There's still the old Bakugo we know and love, the one who likes to let loose and win at all costs. But imagine a Bakugo who protects his partners and expects them to do the same for him. This adds layers.
That was a little shocking. I was like, oh, so you do got a dick. It's still a dick to me.
Characters, namely Jiro, Sato, and Hanta. Jiro especially makes an impact with a more battle-hardy version of her quirk, Earphone Jack. Tokage, the wily leader of the rival team from Class 1B, also makes a strong impression with a lizard-inspired quirk. But at the end of it all, this is an explosive tribute to Bakugo. We've got to say, we're all loving the new and improved Gachan. Could there be a team more incompatible than this? The rivalry between Deku and Bakugo is the main relationship fault line in MHA, and this episode shows just how deep the discord runs. At first, it seems almost criminal to put them on the same team, but this is anime, and strange things can happen. Forced together to fight the number one hero, the duo managed to give their opponent a rip-roaring battle without budging an inch from their original positions of hostility and distrust towards each other. At the very beginning, Midoriya gives up on having any kind of meaningful conversation with his partner. Bakugo, on the other hand, is adamant that he doesn't need a nerd cramping his style. Deku is all for escaping to victory, while Bakugo won't hear of anything but fighting his way through. They're completely at odds, and the fight seems like a lost cause. It's perhaps only their mutual respect for All Might that pushes them into some kind of grudging, erratic team play. Miraculously, though, it gets the job done, and you can't help but cheer loudly for this odd pair. Another contest between Class 1A and Class 1B makes the cut at number 7.
Oh, yeah!
fight marks Shinso's comeback after his loss to Midoriya in Season 2, despite having led his rival by his nose for most of that match with his brainwashing quirk.
Yeah.
Back for round 2, both contestants brought exciting new upgrades to their power games. But that's not what's important about this contest. What's important is that this clash, like all the others in Season 5, is a celebration of teamwork. Both sides show excellent synergy, and the team leaders get to share the spotlight with their teammates. Uraraka is that pivotal character for Team Midoriya. She showed us what stern stuff she's made of during her match with Bakugo in Season 2, and here she proves to be the linchpin for her team since Midoriya is struggling with his unstable new power. It's also a joy to watch Monoma. He's competitive, sarcastic, polite, arrogant, passive-aggressive and cowardly, but he's also loyal, entertaining, and a bit of a nutcase. Team Todoroki versus Team Tetsu Tetsu is a scorcher of a clash, quite literally, where each member of each team brings their A-game. Ice Prince Todoroki cranks up the competition with a blistering display of his so far neglected firepower. Seeing him push to his limits and then overcome those limits is a testament to his raw talent. Squadmate Ida is also in full throttle as he introduces his new move, Recipro Turbo.
Recipro Turbo! That was dope.
He's still the responsible class president, prioritizing the safety of his teammates, but he still has an eye on victory. As the pillars of the Class 1A team, Todoroki and Ida dazzle with their potential for more awesomeness. The battle might have ended in a draw, but it's not a disappointing result at all. Rather, it's the fairest result, because each contestant plays out of their skin, and there are no losers in the end.
Oh, Jesus.
At the midway point now, we have Red Riot and Fat Gum versus Rappa and Tengai. This is a breakthrough moment for Kirishima, who finally lays his old doubts about his quirk to rest with a stellar performance against very capable enemies. It's a contest in which he truly earns his hero name, Red Riot.
Red Riot, yeah, now I remember.
Right from the beginning, as Rappa and Tengai form the perfect spear and shield combination, with one going on the offensive and the other providing an indestructible defense. Conquering his inner demons and firing his self-worth several notches up, the redhead manages to reach a perfect state of hardening and become an unbreakable shield for his partner. Fat Gum sums up Kirishima's great leap forward perfectly when he says that both he and their opponents might have underestimated the hero Red Riot. What a compliment. As a notorious hero killer, Stain's easily one of the most memorable
this was a great fight. I love this fight.
On your side, but a single Stain can still prove
Stain was...
nightmare.
I thought there would be more with Stain, but this was great.
When he rushes in to avenge his brother, who's been attacked and maimed by Stain. Apart from the 3 versus 1 contest, this battle in Hosu City stands out for many firsts. It's the first time we see the rule-bound Ida lose his cool and act recklessly. It's a moment that will have a huge bearing on his growth as a hero. We also see the first signs of friendship between Midoriya and Todoroki, who make it just in time to rescue Ida. An unexpected end to the entire episode makes this a very gripping arc.
And over, yeah.
Is both kick-ass in its action choreography as well as a sweet story of redemption for one of the show's most unlikable characters thus far. To this moment,
and Dover was very unlikable. I hated
He's also one of the world's worst father and husband. His treatment of Todoroki and his mother is absolutely appalling.
I hate it. I'm not really a big fan of him. Like, the way he treats Todoroki, I'm like, you motherfucker.
While he might not be Mr. Popular or have the greatest smile in the world, he's still a hero you can count on in the worst of times. In his fiery battle against Hood, Endeavor shows us the full range of his supremely powerful quirk. Once more, he forms a great team with Hawks to put down the threat presented by the high-end Nomu. Fighting his first battle as the newly crowned #1 hero, Endeavor proves that he's more than worthy of inheriting All Might's title and his heavy burden as well.
right! Smash!
In the number 2 spot is Midoriya and All Might versus Wolfram from the 2018 movie My Hero Academia 2 Heroes. Needless to say, the highlight of this fight is the coming together of mentor and protege against a common enemy. Pushed to his limits by Wolfram, All Might admits to Midoriya that he needs his help to bring down the last boss. The confession is a refreshing change of pace from traditional storylines where the teacher stubbornly chooses to protect their student rather than seek their help and put them in harm's way. It also shows just how much faith All Might has in his successor. The two race towards Wolfram and defeat the Metal Manipulator with a double Detroit smash and a loud holler of Plus Ultra. This fight's incredible in its chemistry and choreography. The fast-paced action is some of the best
animation is great too.
There's this one visually arresting shot of All Might and Midoriya running a step apart, in which the two chillingly look alike. Canon or not, it's a cinematic work of art that shows that the power of One for All has been successfully passed on and is now in capable hands.
We're gonna end it right there with the number 2. So we did 10 to 2. Like I said, I chopped it up. Leave out the last one for you guys. You're gonna check out. Link in the description down below for ViniiTube's channel. Anyway, so I liked this list very much. These were definitely great moments in the series. Some came from the series, some came from the movies. The double Detroit smash definitely came from the movie. And I really enjoyed that. I love My Hero is definitely just a love letter to American comics. It really is. I mean, these characters are very colorful, very different looking at times. And of course the quirks, definitely the quirks, they do remind me of being a mutant. Like, okay, you don't have it. But it truly is a love letter to American comics. All Might is just, I mean, he just screams some of the greatest American comic characters you can think of that just stand for truth and always being, you know, things like that. You know, it's always fun to watch. And you know, you have your favorites, you have your least favorites. People ask me all the time, like, who's one of your favorite characters on the show, Chris? Like, and people think it's Deku. I love Deku, don't get me wrong, but I'm a huge Froppy fan. I love her. I love Froppy because you don't think, oh, she's got frog powers, but she is so cool. And I love how she's able to get a lot of her teammates out of danger with her frog powers. And anytime I'm at a convention and I see, you know, I've seen people dressed as Froppy, I'm like, hey, probably gotta take a picture, and we'll actually do the. And it's just so cool. It's always cool. I love her. Yeah, when Endover came in, I was not a fan. I knew something was off about this. I'm like, he's supposed to be a hero, but the way how he treats his son, and say what you want about Japanese anime, but they sure know how to accomplish that whole, you know, ugly father. You know what I'm saying? Like, they do that really well, and that's kind of scary. Like, they can do, like, it is. But I love My Hero. It's just a really good show. It's a really good anime. The animation sometimes is clean and lovely, and you know, it's gonna be sad when it ends. You know, eventually, you know, this show will come to an end, but in the meantime, keep it coming. You know, keep it coming. And I love seeing people cosplay as different characters. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. But in the meantime, guys, you guys tell me in the comment section below, what did you think about ViniiTube's list? Leave it in the comment section down below. What are some of your favorite tag team moments in the series? Do you have any favorites? I'd love to hear. And as always, thank you. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. To fellow pack members of the pack. Thank you for coming back through. As always, I appreciate you. And I will see you guys next time. As always, don't forget to claw